Hey everybody, this is Brian Davis. We are doing the preview for tonight's happy hour auction. The auction will be from 5 until 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe a little bit later, 7:30ish, on Backers Vintage Bargains Group. Again, that is Backers Vintage Bargain Group. So search for that on Facebook. Make sure you join the group so that you can participate and bid live. I'll just give you guys an idea. I'm still trying to clean out an area in the warehouse, so we are going to fill boxes tonight. The non-sports cards will go by the tray lot. These are all sets of Rittenhouse non-sports cards. There's a bunch of them. Superheroes and Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek and Twilight Zone, and some of them have some insert cards. But it's going to be big lots. I'll give you guys just a quick view of what we're going to have in tonight's auction. I'm also going to post this preview to my YouTube channel, just to give my YouTube viewers a little insight on how we do our live Facebook auctions. So this goes for everybody. When we do live Facebook auctions, I like to do big lots because, you know, I have all that stuff that needs to be sold. So I don't do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 items at a time. We generally do an entire tray lot. But whenever I'm trying to clean out, I fill boxes that are bigger. The boxes that we're going to be filling tonight are 17 by 12 by 12. So it's a pretty good size box. When we get to like the vintage magazines and stuff, I'm just literally going to fill a whole box, and you're bidding on the entire box, whatever I can fit in there, depending on how timing goes. Everything that I was showing in this preview is going to try to be sold tonight. So we're going to try to get through a bunch of stuff. Like this entire box will be for sale. It's all Alfred Hitchcock mystery magazines from the 80s, but then there's a full set of Tales by the Crypt, or Tales from the Crypt DVDs, like all 6 seasons. So those are actually kind of cool. I remember watching those when I was younger. So very cool to have all the sets. There's tray lots of music. This is all like turn of the century up into the 1920s, 30s sheet music, and it's all hand selected by me. There's tray lots of letters. We're going to do some tray lots. But then, like all the magazines, I'm just going to literally fill big boxes. There are non-sports card sets. You will see Star Trek. I think this one's X-Files, some kind of Valiant, Bloodlines maybe. These are all Twilight Zone. There's Star Trek Enterprise, and then these are Star Trek, where are they? Original series. Oh, Art and Images. Original series. These are Stargate, Battlestar Galactica. There's more. Like all 8 trays here are all non-sports cards. We're going to sell those by the tray lot. There's old TV guides, old military photos. That's an old golf photo from the turn of the century. There's some other paper in here. I have no clue. There's some books that I found. I generally try not to do books, but, you know, this one was very cool. It's like 1961, Alfred Hitchcock's Haunted House Full. Very cool book. And most all the books were science fiction or horror, like monster related. This is a box of I have no clue what. Pam has been throwing anything out of the book boxes that she's sorting through that is not a book per se into a tray lot. So any of the extra ephemera, and that tray lot somehow found its way over here. There's a tray lot of adult comic books. Some of it we can actually, it's all art, so I think that the rule is you can show art, so it's mostly all illustrated, but they're adult, like underground comics. There's a tray lot of Hummel catalogs and Yadro and Steiff catalogs. I know those have some value. Oh, there's also Lionel Train catalogs in there that are vintage. Toy catalogs. Madame Alexander from 82. More toy catalogs, just tons of stuff. So we'll show that a little more in depth. Photos. These are phone cards, I believe, that are TV related or movie related. Some more military letters. Old book. Some PC games. Coach's Clinic, something about basketball. Old books. Beckett Baseball monthly price guides from the 80s. Dune. More comic books. I don't know what's in here. Girly pictures. And then these are autographed NASCAR racing items. So official program, more NASCAR. Some of the murder mystery group of the books, and then there's other ephemera down in there. Sorry. So all of that will go tonight in our 2-hour auction. Plus, over here is mainly what we're gonna do. You can see these are actually boxes from our last auction. That's how big the boxes are. So you can see a tray lot versus a box. So these are all sold boxes from our last auction. And this is all stuff that is going to go tonight. Now, like all this Outdoor Life from 1968, 1972, have beautiful painted covers on them. 1964, 1958. All of that stuff's going to be put into big boxes, and you're going to be buying a box, so you probably get 60 to 80 pieces in a box. And it'll start at $5 with no reserve. So these are pretty interesting. These are early too. These are probably 40s, 50s. Song Hits magazine. And inside they have, other stars shown. There's a couple boxes of those. More Outdoor Life magazine, like hunting and fishing. There's Life magazines. I don't know what's in this. Country hits from 1945 to 75. Country music autograph and picture album. Oh, interesting. So there's a lot of country and rockabilly type stuff. Another country songbook. Magazines. More of that type of stuff. Is there a year on this? Nope. Not one that I can see anyway. I can tell you in a second. So this is 1953. So these are 50s. There will be car muscle magazines. There's some more Beckett football. There is Rolling Stones. There's Life magazine from 63, 1961. I'm going to put all the Life magazines in the big boxes too, 65. I know I saw down into the 40s Life magazines. There's also a bin of 45 records. I don't know anything about records. These just kind of were in a box. So those are going to go. And then I had a bunch of interest the other night when we sold a couple things of stamps. So here is the box that the stamps came out of. So I'm going to make this available tonight. I'm not sure yet how we'll do that. We'll show them. I know that we sold a couple of these little sleeves, like a little folder, and in each folder are 1950s and 60s, I believe. Looks 70s maybe. I don't know. So these are like mint sheets, unused. And there's a lot of them. A lot of different styles. So you'll get that'll be one folder. So there's 2 folders in here filled with mint sheets. So those will go as 2 single folders. But the stamps will come up probably right around 6 o'clock. We'll try to get those up. Susan Backer is going to do the auction, I believe. So far, she said she's coming in. If not, then I guess I'll find a way to do it, which will be a little harder to be able to fill the boxes at the same time. I will make boxes on site. You guys will be bidding the stuff. You'll be able to see inside the box as we fill it. And there is a ton of stuff. And we're going to sell cheap. I want you guys to make money, but I need it out of the warehouse. So you'll get all of the stuff I just showed you. And all of this stuff here will be sold in at least tray lots, but once we get into the magazines and the book stuff, I'm going to fill boxes. The non-sports cards will be by the tray lot, so you'll get 3, 5, you get somewhere between 12 and 15 sets on a tray. And if they do well, I have one tray set aside that I was going to keep, but if these trays do well, I'm going to make that tray available. It's nothing but insert cards and the parallel cards, the foil stuff, you know, all the stuff that everybody sells a 3-card set for 20 or 30 bucks. There's a tray full of it. So if these cards do well, then that tray is going to come out and be part of it. Just keep moving stuff. So again, make sure that you guys join Backers Vintage Ephemera Group. Again, that's Backers Vintage Ephemera Group. Our auction will be from 5 until 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, live there. I will see if I can add a link in the description on YouTube. But this is something that we do to think outside the box. You know, we're not only on one venue. We do eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, and then Facebook Live auctions currently. And as we get more subscribers, we're going to wind up doing YouTube offerings for wholesale lots to people with the ability to, after fees, at least double up, if not more. Just because we have so much stuff and I'm offered so much more stuff all the time, I'd like to be able to buy it, and to do so I need space. So hope we see everybody at the auction tonight. This is Mr. Buys a Lot, Brian Davis. I will hopefully see everybody from 5 until 7 on Backers Vintage Ephemera Group on Facebook for our live auction.